The Indian economy is the 10th largest in the world by nominal GDP and the 3rd largest by purchasing power parity. Globally, India is the 9th largest exporter and the 4th largest importer. The country is one of the major economies among G20 and is a member of BRICS. Mining forms an important segment of this great economy, producing 79 different minerals, excluding fuel and atomic minerals. Going by the GDP of the total industrial sector, the mining industry in India contributes about 10 to 11%. Being home to large reserves of minerals, the state of Odisha has attracted a number of mineral-based industries in the recent years. The global demand has significantly contributed to a manifold increase in mineral output from the state. At this juncture, it becomes even more appropriate for the mining industry to be more responsive to the issues of environment protection and mineral conservation. Like in the previous years, this year too, the ME and MC Week is being celebrated in the participating mines with all pomp and fervor. Inspection teams visited the participating mines and evaluated the best practices. The higher the production, the faster is the depletion of known reserves. Therefore, the quest for further reserves and reassessment of resources is essential. The current national policy of complete exploration of entire leasehold area also requires machinery with advanced technology. It is observed that some of the mines have deployed advanced high-speed automatic core drilling machines, which is reported to be drilling at speeds of 1.5 meters per hour and being able to recover the core without having to pull out the entire drill barrel from the bore hole. This is certainly a welcome measure and a turning point for the industry. The term carbon footprint refers to the amount of carbon dioxide we emit individually in 1 year period. This gas is primarily responsible for global warming. Reforesting is the only way out to absorb the amount of carbon footprint we create. One of the options to expand plantations and meet emission reduction targets would be to concentrate new plantations on degraded and deforested land. Encouraging alternative energy sources like solar and wind power would also substantially reduce carbon footprint. Odisha has a total landmass of about 1.55 lakh square kilometer area and an effective forest area of about 58,000 square kilometer. According to the Forest Survey of India report of 2009, India has added 728 square kilometer of forest area. The report indicates that Odisha ranks 5th in the country so far as the addition of forest is concerned. The cumulative plantation with due aftercare by the mining sector accounts for about 20 million trees within and outside the mining lease areas, and that of preserved vegetation is unaccounted. In all, the contribution of the mining sector in Odisha towards reforestation efforts of the country is quite significant. Last year, a new style of plantation method called Miyawaki was shown on a pilot level. This year, it is observed that without much aftercare, the growth is quite encouraging and can be applied on a large scale on degraded and deforested land. The waste generated from the mines needs proper storage for preventing hazards of slope failure and crumbling dumps. Large stretches of coir-matted and stabilized slopes of waste dumps greet all those who visit the mining areas in Odisha. Slope stabilization has crossed a milestone. This year, it is observed that many mines have been testing and implementing the plantation of khas grass. This variety of grass is known for its extensively fibrous roots, providing greater stabilization of slopes. Plantation on the dump slopes and terraces are the mark of the day. Retreating dumping facilitates the reclamation and rehabilitation of dumps progressively. Reclamation and rehabilitation of mined out area is a very critical responsibility of mine owners, but it depends on the type of deposits. The mines of bauxite and peat sands are simultaneously reclaimed and rehabilitated by suitable plantation. In the mines of other minerals, backfilling is possible only after reaching the ultimate pit limit. The Indian Bureau of Mines is encouraging the mine owners to reach the ultimate pit limit in one or part of the pit and backfill them while working in another pit or the other part of the same pit. This aspect is the need of the hour in chromite mines, where there is a space crunch for dumping activities. Mining operations and dust generation have always been intertwined. However, the miners have evolved dust suppression methods to a mature level. A modern-day mine operator can ensure operations at reduced dust levels. Dry fog systems at various points of potential dust generation are observed to be a standard now. Moreover, permanent water sprinklers all along the entire haul roads is also observed to be a standard. Water sprinkling tankers and motor grader combination also keeps the haul road smoothly motorable and dust free. Periodic polymer spray on haul roads ensure reduced water usage for sprinkling. Many mines today deploy high capacity dumpers, resulting in reduction of number of hauls. The mineral resources are limited and their exhaustion is inevitable in the years to come. While the possibility of winning different grades of material is always positive, the method of mineral conservation, either by blending or beneficiation, marks its importance. The material that cannot be blended or beneficiated immediately needs to wait, and therefore proper stacking is warranted. Traditionally, a large chunk of land for storing and disposing of the slime resulting from beneficiation activities has been a must. Requirement of water has also been quite huge. Use of filter press in slime disposal in iron ore beneficiation plant can effectively reduce freshwater withdrawal and land requirement for tailing disposal. It is observed this year that an iron ore mine has erected a beneficiation plant with this technology. The slime generated after washing of iron ore is fed to an array of membrane filter bags. 80 to 85% of water from the slimes is squeezed between the membrane bags and conveyed to the stackyard in the form of cakes. This material is rehandled in a matter of days after sun drying. The water so squeezed is recycled in the washing circuit, reducing the freshwater withdrawal. The need of the day is mineral conservation, not only by blending, beneficiation and stacking, but also by preventing spillage and littering, resulting from overload in the dispatch trucks and tippers. Some iron ore mines of Odisha have developed an innovative method and applied a systematic approach to overcome this trouble. As soon as a truck halts for weighment, excess material is removed and stacked in the bunker, while additional requirement, if any, is loaded into the truck. Thus, uniform weight of material dispatch is ensured, and at the same time, spillage and littering is also prevented, thereby controlling dust generation on the roads. In addition to all the environment protection and mineral conservation efforts, the mine managements are also seen to be keen in community welfare. Providing education, health services, clean drinking water and approach roads are the most common welfare services under the CSR activities. Lastly, despite the remote locale, the aesthetic around the living area of the mine is certainly worth a mention. Large investments go into keeping the area beautiful so that the workforce works with a smile always against all odds. Though many mines have fared well, there is still scope for further development, and a few are yet to tighten their belts. Mining is the core for any industrial output, and any slowdown in the mining industry has a cascading effect on many manufacturing industries and the economy of the country. Let us all thrive for mining operations that are law-abiding, eco-friendly and sustainable. Let the endeavor be continued.
DJ Dave.